Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you so much for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I'm very grateful. Today, we are asking, how are they feeling about you right now? Pile 1 is the Lovers, Pile 2 is the King of Pentacles, Pile 3 is the King of Cups, and Pile 4 is the Queen of Swords. I am doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, so just make sure that you are subscribed and comment, and you're in the running. We're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 1s. Pile number 1 and the Lovers. So with the Lovers, I'm going to get a few more cards before I clarify, but obviously it's a strong connection between the two of you. Ace of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles and the 9. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the 9 of Swords came out. So there's a lot of difficult energy around this connection, but you do feel a very strong, this person feels a very strong connection with you, but there has been heartbreak. Please clarify the 9. The Ace of Pentacles. So you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm also going to clarify the 3 of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles. Some of you, this person may have been trying to balance another situation, or you were balancing maybe another relationship, and that led to heartbreak within this connection. They do want a passionate new beginning, and a beginning that can be that can be built up with, solidity. With the 6 of Pentacles, if they were the person who was, trying to balance, if they were trying to juggle other people, they do want more balance and give and take with this relationship. If you were the one who had more than one option, they want more balance from you. So this person, are you, I feel like for most of you that you're not in a relationship with this person, that that there has been heartbreak in this connection. But I feel like they are definitely realizing that this connection is significant to them. And again, they want a brand new beginning. Let's get some clarity on the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the third ace that's come out for you with the Ace of Swords. They realize that things need to be, that there needs to be integrity between the two of you, and that there needs to be equality between the two of you. Clarify the Lovers, please. 6 of Swords. So this is moving on to calmer waters. Do they want to have calmer waters in this connection? Yeah, I feel like they want to move forward from this heartbreak and this anxiety. And the 10 of Cups came out. This person does see you as somebody that fills them with happiness. I feel like that they don't really, the Ace of Cups was the only cup that didn't come, the only ace that didn't come out, but I feel like they have really established feelings for you, but they've had to go inside and really examine things, especially if they were juggling things. I mean, some of them, they may have tried to juggle other relationships. Some of you, maybe they just weren't prioritizing you, but this lack of balance between you, they know that it caused heartbreak, and they're anxious about their ability to have a new beginning with you because of that. Are you the Empress? Okay, for most of you, you're the Empress. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. But they see you as somebody that has everything that they are looking for. And I think that they needed to really go inside. Yeah, but like I said, there's been an ending in this relationship, and they're very keenly aware of this ending. They're aware of the heartbreak. They do feel heartbreak, but they want a brand new... They want, like, the old cycles to die and a brand new way of being with you guys. I think that they acknowledge that you may not be open to them anymore. That because of past behaviors, this ending might stick and they might not get their new beginning with you. But they see you, they see you as ultimate fulfillment. They see you as a person for them. They do realize that you've really, well, some of you really cut them out. And I feel like they acknowledge that you really, they didn't give you much choice. So they want to come in and be the person that is worthy of you. They want to take agency and control in this relationship. I'm not getting that they want to be controlling, as the Emperor can sometimes be. I'm getting that they want to come in because they see your value and they want to show you that equal amount of value. They want to be the person who is your equal. But I think that they are mentally conflicted, partially because they don't know how they're going to come back. Like I said, they do acknowledge that, like, they're trying to manifest you in their life, but they do acknowledge that there was real heartbreak in this connection. And and for some of you, they were the person who was responsible for that heartbreak. Especially if they were, if they were juggling another situation, but even if they just weren't giving you the time and attention necessary. So, like, they do want to come forward with that offer. But is it that they see you as dishonest? I feel like they know that they were acting in a way that's not really very forgivable. That they were acting in a way that sabotaged this. Some of them were trying to make this such a, only a sexual connection between the two of you. I mean, they weren't actually really being honest with themselves or with you, but they certainly were willing to break your heart. Again, a heartbreak. Of course, I pull the Three of Swords just when I talk about heartbreak. Yeah, they know that they broke your heart. I think that they've acknowledged that by breaking your heart that they have broken their heart. Yeah. That being said, they want to do what they can to move things forward, and they want to show up as the kind of person so that they can communicate that they want something steady with you. I feel like a lot of them weren't really offering you anything substantial, like a lot of them were maybe very much not offering you a relationship. I mean, they definitely demonstrated that they, were willing to take what they wanted and to have, whether or not you did sleep with them, they definitely treated you as if that's all they wanted from you. How do they feel about you right now? Worlds within worlds. You also came out as the World card. I think that they acknowledge that their happiness and their success is with you. But they're also with this Hermit over this Five of Swords. Like they really realized that their internal world definitely manifested in their external world. That that they brought about what they were scared of happening. They're also trying to realize that, what goes on in their internal world is going to, I think that they've realized that that's going to leak out, so that they're actually trying to take control of their internal world so that they can take control of their physical world and really manifest what they actually want. Instead of just what their fears are. Yeah, this is the third time the Three of Swords came out. So like they acknowledge they're also heartbroken. It feels like they definitely did this to you and to themselves. Again, the Nine of Swords came out. And now we've got Don't Panic. They're definitely afraid that, that they planted the seeds of the destruction of this relationship too well. Like they're afraid, and they're conflicted because of this heartbreak that happened, and it looks like it was heartbreak that they had caused. And they're trying not to panic about this, because they realize that the person that they can have these really soft, genuine, and loving feelings with is you. And they really, really want there to be hope and healing in this connection. With the Cloud, I feel like they really want there to be clarity between you, especially because the Ace of Swords came out. I think that they can't ignore that this is a loving connection anymore. But they're aware that while they can see your beauty and even appreciate you, the problem is they have not shown you that they appreciate you. They have, however, caused heartbreak due to sabotaging behaviors. However, they do want a renewal in this connection. And they are able to see your value. With the turtle, some of you, this person just moved so slowly that, and, you know, was moved so slowly and was so, like, armored that they put this relationship into, you know, such imbalance. And that ultimately led, you know, for things to end with you. Some of you, like, they just, you know, were unwilling. Some of you, they had another person. Some of you, they just were unwilling to balance the scales between you. They just weren't giving you what you wanted and needed. And on some level, they were, you know, wanting to have the upper hand. But they've definitely come to the conclusion that, you know, that's why this is gone. And they know they need to balance those scales between you. They do not know how they are going to, because I feel like that it's not like they did one thing to mess things up. I feel like it's like they made a concerted effort to sabotage this connection. And now you, because their internal world was consistent with that. So even though they definitely see the connection, they do have feelings for you. They don't know how to come back from their behavior. So it looks like with the Magician and the Emperor that they are definitely going to try to come back from that behavior. They're trying to take emotional control. But I feel like that it's going to be, it looks like they're getting to the point where they're willing to, like, have a plan and execute a plan to get you back. It's not just, you know, leap of faith, even though there were so many. 3 out of the 4 aces came out of the deck, so they really do want a new beginning with you. But the ending and how it ended are things that are kind of kinks in their plans to come back. Because they're trying to come up with something that you most likely will say yes to. And it seems like there's plenty of reasons why you would say no. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we're going to move on to pile number 2. And I want to thank everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It all matters. I'm grateful. And I am doing a sweepstakes. So if you do want one of the 2 free readings I'm going to give away when I hit 5,000 subscribers, make sure that you are subscribed and you comment. And we're going to move on to pile number 2 with the King of Pentacles. Hello, my gorgeous King of Pentacles pile. How are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now? King of Pentacles. Do they see you as the King of Pentacles? Are they the King of Pentacles? Okay. I feel like they want to come in and show you that they're somebody that's steady, stable, and committed, but they're very anxious. They definitely want to show you that they're somebody that you can build a brand new foundation with. But they realize that they're very anxious because there's been real burdens in this connection. How are they feeling about you right now? Yeah, and I don't know if you dropped the connection because you needed something to be different, or whether they did and, now they regret that. But either way, there was an ending in this connection. And to some extent, some of them feel like the ending was a relief for you. Like a little bit of good riddance. It may not be how you feel, but they feel like you just dropped it and that you were okay with that. They see an ending, and maybe it was because they weren't being this person who's stable. It's one of the reasons why they want to come back as somebody who gives you a real offer that that you can build on. Because they might realize that some of their past behavior caused the end of this connection. So with the 10 of Swords, I feel like they're coming back as somebody who is kind of the stable, I'd say, marrying man of the deck, or a man or woman, like there's somebody who, wants to show, is successful, is stable, does want commitment. I feel like they still have this fear of commitment, but they are willing, but they realize that this maybe caused things to end between the two of you. And you're the person that they can see being happy with forever. You're somebody who brings them ultimate emotional fulfillment. And they realize that if they want you to have you in their life, that they have to come forward with commitment. Like, they do feel a sense of urgency about coming back and showing you that they're committed. Because they realize that because of this ending, there needs to be a significant change for things to begin again. Things were not sustainable, and they need to change to come back. The 4 of Pentacles. Is this person trying to hold on to this connection? Does this person felt you were holding on to this connection? I feel like this person was holding on to, you know, whatever their baggage was, and kind of making you have to pay for it. And I feel like a lot of their baggage was this fear of commitment. But they also realized that them doing that meant that, you know, that they could no longer continue to have this connection. And they realized that they need to come in, be mature and generous, and offer you something that's worth your time. That they can't afford to hold back, because that leads to death in this connection. So, I mean, this did take a lot of soul searching on their side. Are they still in this hermit energy? I feel like there may have been a lack of communication between you. There might have been some time apart. But I feel like mostly this person, when they went inside, realized that they need to give you something that's worth your time. Ten of Cups, of course, comes out for the second time. So this person really realizes that they can have happiness with you. It's why they're willing to come forward and start being the person who actually go from the person that doesn't give enough to the person who is willing to be generous with you. Be generous, face their fear of committing, and really move forward. So this person really wants to show you that he's I'm sorry, I'm gendering. That either he, she, your person, that they are that they've really come to the realization that, you know, that they can have happiness with you, that you're the person who brings them happiness. And they are going to walk their truth. They're going to face their fears, so that they can achieve the happiness that they would want to experience in life. For a lot of you, this person has showed you, you know, a lot of withholding and cold behavior. But they have been working to be a better version of themselves. They are learning, you know, they are learning from their mistakes, and they're willing to apply their wisdom. And with the Ten of Cups twice, this person has incredibly tender feelings for you. But this person, you know, is working to be this stable person, and not panic and not withhold, so that you don't have to let go of them because of past behaviors. So some of you, this person might be in your life, but I'm getting that most of you are in separation. This person feels like they want to come back. For those who are are separated. They've really realized that their happiness is with you. And if their happiness is with you, they have to walk. Their actions have to reflect that. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It all matters, and I'm very grateful. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed and you comment. And we're going to move on to my gorgeous pile number 3 and the King of Cups. Hello, my King of Cups pile. How are they feeling about you right now? So I've got the 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So this person does see you as their match, as their perfect person, but they have been acting in a very withholding manner. That being said, they do want things, they do want a passionate new beginning with you, and they do want things to move forward between you. But, you know, if they're being, if they're not, so I feel like while they have strong emotions for you, they've really been withholding those. And they realize that they need to, well, 2 things. I feel like they're at a point where they feel foolish for doing that, because they do want this new beginning and they do want things to move forward between you. Like they realize that they need to make a new start with you. How do they feel like? How do they feel about you right now? Again, Queen of Cups and Queen of Cups. They see you as somebody who's beautiful, caring, loving. Somebody who, you know, shows them kindness, love, nurturing, you know. They see you as somebody who is emotionally mature, but, you know, willing to really just keep things calm and harmonious between the 2 of you. Do they also see you as the Queen of Wands? Okay. So you have a combination of being very physically exciting while also being very emotionally calming. Like you're somebody that incites their passion and, you know, really fills their heart. And they want to have a future with you. And I'm getting that they realize that they need to take action towards making that happen if they want. Because I see that while they also realize that you are somebody who's willing to take action in your life. That I think that they've acknowledged that if they don't move forward with you, that you're still going to move forward. So their decision, and as they see you as this person who is their equal, is the person, they feel like that they need to that they have to move forward if they want you in their life. That they have been like holding back, but now it feels foolish because like I feel, because I'm getting that they very much know that you're just going to, you're not going to, if you have been waiting for them, they realize that you're not going to continue to do that. That while you love them, you're going to go on to your victory and success. And it's whether or not that they want to be a part of that. And with the Hanged Man, are they seeing things from a different... Okay, I feel like that they're starting to see things from a different perspective. I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, they were just, you know, so afraid of loss that they weren't willing to win, really, you know, like, that ultimately they're having to see, I get that they're starting to see your perspective. I feel like some of them, because they did feel like you were, I feel like some of them were taking you for granted. Feeling like because you did care about them that they could withhold it from you. Because they really didn't want to be open about their feelings, definitely. Even though they didn't particularly think that you would hurt them. But I don't think that they were being careful about hurting you. I don't think that they were considering things from your perspective. And I'm feeling like they're having to, because if they want this loving connection between the two of you, if they ever want a new beginning where, you know, because you are the person who most inflames both their passion and their love, that if they don't meet your needs, then they are, I can't reach it, but again, the Joker card coming out, then they're a fool. How do they feel about you right now? They feel like the two of you were meant to be. I don't know if that's another reason why they might have just, you know, taken it for granted. Okay, some of you, they figured, you know, they could afford not to give you things because they felt like this connection was meant to be, so almost like they don't have to do anything. So they were... I get that they were maybe living it up, like they were, you know... They figured you'd always be there so that, you know, that maybe they could... I feel like that some of them were stringing you along. Now they realize that that is a really bad idea. That, you know, that even though that you're the person that they feel like was meant to come into their life, that if they don't respect that gift, that they could, that they lose it. And I feel like, you know, they wanted to, you know, not particularly be giving and, you know, just consider what they wanted instead of what you wanted. And for some reason they figured that you would be there when they got it out of their system. Like you know, they were definitely coming from a very selfish perspective. Now they realize that that was really, really dumb. And they want this new beginning with you. And they realize that, you know, no matter what other opportunities that they had, that they didn't have any other opportunities that they didn't have any other opportunities like you. Yeah, I feel like maybe they were putting you on the back burner. Like, now they really want to have this future with you, and they realize that's you know, I feel like with the Three of Wands coming out, and the Three of Cups, like they were like, well, you'll be the person for the future, and I'll just, you know, hold back my feelings. And so now they want to show you that there's somebody that can be stable, that's, you know, somebody that you could depend on, because they were not acting in a dependable way towards you. Again, with this, the Hanged Man twice, I feel like they really stalled this connection. And now they stalled this connection by, you know, not taking it seriously, not being emotionally open. And they did care. They just, you know, felt like, you know, if this connection was this perfect, this intense, that it's always going to be there. And it's just... So they stalled out the connection, and they're really having to see things from a different perspective now. And now they really want to be able to communicate. So if you guys aren't in communication, they really want to open communication again. They want to show you that there is somebody that, you know, both has these deep feelings for you and can commit. But I feel like that they didn't. I feel like they just didn't understand that they could mess it up this badly. And I feel like that they just felt like, you know, they could have their fun. They could, like, have you in the future. But now they really understand that you're, you know, just going to move forward to things that's for yourself. Like you'll move on to the future, but you may not have them in it. That they're, you know, inconsistent affections was extraordinarily damaging. That that you were the person that they could grow something with. And you're the person that was healthy for them. And they're coming to the realization, you know, that you were the person that they were lucky to be able to meet. Got the grandmother charm. So some of you, either they or you got, you know, some kind of, like, I mean, either them or you, like, I get that, like, maybe an older woman, like, or an ancestor, like somebody, you know, like, or a grandmother, like, there was something that they were being influenced by. Either influenced, you know, to be careless. Some of them were like being like enabled in their carelessness towards you. So, but ultimately they recognize that you're the person in their life that feels like home. And that it is time to, that they can't put things off in the future, that if they want to have this connection, the time is now. Because you know, you are more than able to move on to something that will honor you. Because so they're definitely seeing and being willing to turn over a new leaf in their behavior. With the bookworm, I mean, you both might be avid readers. But I think that this person is finally just realizing, like, I need to make a smart move, because they feel like their past moves were not smart if they want to keep you in their life. Because they've really accepted that you're an incredibly valuable connection in their life. And they realize now that they need to nurture that if they want to keep it. They need to nourish this connection. Like they need to make sure that your needs are getting met. Because they know that you are singular and one of a kind. And they realize that, you know, it's so foolish, because I feel like they always knew that you were like this really beautiful and special person. And they really do, with my Ace of Pentacles, they really do want a new beginning. Like they do want to show you that they're the man or woman who is actually going to, you know, give you an offer that's worth your time. Because I feel, because they always feel like love in this connection. So thank you so much. So they do want to fix any communication between the two of you. Again, because they feel foolish. And they know that if there's going to be a new beginning between the two of you, that new beginning has to be now. That ultimately, it looks like you've really, even if you weren't talking anymore, you definitely communicated that you're going to move on, if they don't come around. Which, I mean, is a reasonable thing. And I think that some of you, it was your actions. Like if they didn't take your words seriously, they are taking your actions seriously. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment. And thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, booking readings. It all really matters. We're going to move on to pile number 4 on the Queen of Swords. Hello, my Queen of Swords. How are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now? I don't really do reversals, so... unless I'm told to take them. So with the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So they feel like you've gone cold because of heartbreak. That they do want an emotional new beginning with you, but they are not sure if you would let them be in your life again. I get that they do see their long-term with you in it. How do they feel about you right now? So do they see you as emotionally? Okay, I think that they acknowledge that that they were, you know, emotionally self-indulgent with you, and that was one of the reasons why you cut them out. Even though you also felt this with them, like I feel like that they realized that they were selfish in the connection. And they do want a brand new beginning, but I am getting a heavy feeling from them. I realize that they know that there has been real heartbreak in this connection. And that they don't really know what's like, even though they were being, you know, foolish, they really saw you as the person they were going to end up with. So with they realize that they have to be equally giving in this relationship, that they, you know, if this is the second time that the Ace of Cups came out, like, so Ace of Cups, the lovers, like they realize that they really love you. They realize that they really want this emotional new beginning. They know that there needs to be balance between the two of you. And they no longer know what you're thinking or feeling. That you've cut off from them emotionally and you aren't really letting them know. Like you're keeping your knowledge to yourself. How do they feel about you right now? Okay, I'm getting that they want reunion. They want celebration. They... I'm getting that they want their friend back. Because I feel like that if this was a romantic relationship, that they also had this friendship with you. They want things to be lighthearted between you two. And I feel like they're really not at this point. The Knight of Wands. I feel like that they do want there to be action in this connection. Because the Queen because you did go cold, or they at least feel like you went cold, and you were this person who was really passionate and fiery, and I mean, they still think that you're very desirable, but it's like you went from really it's like they feel like you completely shut down to them. Like they always thought that you were loving, you know, like desirable, you know, like you were somebody that really took control of your life. You had leadership. You were going towards what you cared about. And they realize that you mean the world to them, that being with you is the ultimate success, that you are, if you even look, these figures look the same. Like they see you as their person, that's again, like they're looking at their horizon for their ship to come in, but I feel like it doesn't really mean a lot without you. And now they've had this heartbreak with you, and they just feel coldness, separation, a lack of communication. Like I mean, even if you're talking to them, you're no longer open to them. And they can just feel the massive difference. And it feels like you are just taking, you know, what you want and leaving. Whether or not they did something but this heartbreak caused you to, you know, like maybe, you know, leave in the middle, you know, like leave, you know, maybe not even explain why you left. So some of you, they don't know why you left. They don't know why. They just know that you went from being warm and you having this friendship to you being gone, and you being cold. And they really, I think that they really would have wanted some, you know, they were hoping that to have something stable between the two of you. But right now, even though they do want a new beginning, and you know, like I said, they don't really, they still kind of see their future with you in it. And I think that they had, you know, they they had wanted to be the person who was stable for you, like who was there. But they just feel completely shut out. To the point where they question whether you ever cared. Page of Swords. Are they trying to get information? Are they trying to just... I feel like that they really would like to know what happened. The page... no, I'm sorry. I can speak. So with the Hanged Man, they feel like, you know, they don't know what's going on and everything between you stopped. And because of that, they feel stuck. They feel like, you know, that, I mean, some of you, this could be a reversed reading. So, I mean, if that feels more like you, but they feel stuck. They don't really know how to move forward. Even though really what they very much want is to move forward, is to have there be communication between the two of you. With the Emperor, are they trying to take control of the situation? Give me some clarity on the Emperor, because I feel like that there is more. Of course, I turn the deck around and... Well, oh, I'm sorry, it actually flipped. I just put down the deck and the Empress was flipped. I thought I put the deck upside down. So this person just feels like you were meant to be together. And they miss the communication between you. They miss the friendship that you had between the two of you. And they'd really like to know what happened. Like I feel like this person, it's hard for them to move forward because they don't really know why. So I've got awaken. Does this person want you to awaken? I mean, for some of you, this person really wants you to maybe see the connection, how they see the connection. 313 is on the clock. I feel like some of them have had some level of spiritual awakening regarding you. But yeah, I just had that 80s song, Total Eclipse of the Heart, just start playing. Like, this person feels like you just completely shut down and cut off emotionally, and that you may have never cared about them. But they have really tender feelings regarding you. And they do really appreciate. They actually really appreciate you. With Wonder Woman, is this how they see you? Is this... I feel like that they are doing what they can to be strong. Like they are working towards their own goals. And are trying to just grow healthy things in their life. And they're really working on their own healing. But with Don't Panic, I feel like this lack of clarity still occasionally comes back. Even though this person, I think this person, whether they identify as the Emperor or the Empress, they are willing to move forward towards their own success. But like they do just don't understand why you made the decisions that you made. And they did see you as somebody, you know, like they really feel like things changed between you with such intensity, like from as warm as can be to as cold as can be. And yeah, I'm getting that they don't understand why. Some of you, maybe this flipped, maybe this is you regarding them. But I will say that while they did have this love, and I feel like it's almost like losing, the friendship between the two of you was harder than anything else. Like, they do feel, I mean, so this, I feel like not knowing what happened or why things happened, it's just really tough on this person. That being said, I hope that this helped. I hope if you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2. So make sure you're subscribed, any comments, and you're in the running for that. Thank you so much for everybody who has been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It all matters, and I'm really grateful.